So this clip was taken from one of our Twitch live streams, and to give you guys a little bit of context, we had just finished a reaction to a band called I Build the Sky, and Alan says that the star of the performance was the guitarist PRS Guitars, which started an argument between pickups and guitars, whether or not they make a big difference to guitar tone overall.
I think we can all agree the star of this show was the PRS.
I was gonna go with the drummer, but whatever.
PRS 100% stole the show.
They chose a lot of good guitar tones in this one.
I mean, when you have a PRS, I mean, you have nothing but good tones.
When you add distortion to it, differences are not that great.
Oh, shut up. Get out of here.
Are not that big.
No, no, you are completely wrong.
It's true. When you record and you have like a clean tone, the differences are more major, right? But when you add that distortion, right, the feel, yes, is going to feel different. But like when you listen back to the recording, it's not that big of a difference.
You are so wrong. It's ridiculous.
No, tell that to Glenn Ficker.
Glenn Ficker, you're wrong. When you add distortion, there is a huge difference. I'll run test right now. I could throw 8 different distortions on 5 different guitars and they're going to sound different. Like for one, I could tell when you're playing a Schecter, because Schecter has a huge difference in twang when you have the distortion. No way. No. When you get the higher end guitars, there is a huge difference. If you're talking about like the $500 range guitars, yes, there's not. No, that's still bullshit too, because I've played like shitty Fenders and they sound way different than shitty Ibanez. Like right now, I'm playing on this Ibanez. It has EMG pickups, the same fucking pickups as my other RG in El Paso, and this one sounds way different with distortion. Like the distortion cuts out, it feels weird, and then when I try to mix it, your guitars sound different when you use EMGs or use active pickups, way different tones. Some sound thin, some sound thicker. Like it feels weird.
With humbuckers and single coils, there is a big difference. The only change that you're gonna get with like pickup is like the volume. That's it.
No, I have 8 different guitars that I've put through multiple distortion pedals, and I've mixed multiple bands out of a studio. Like, and I can hear the difference. Hector, weigh in on this. What do you think, Hector? Hector, I sent you a link on Facebook. Join it, and you'll be the deciding factor.
A few moments later.
Okay, so go ahead and say it again, Eric. What did you say?
Yes, please.
Yeah, so when recording metal guitars and like when you add distortion and all that stuff, there are differences in pickups, but it's not that big of a difference to justify like spending, you know, $200 for a new set of pickups. You're not going to get this like massive fucking tonal change.
Let me say something right now. My humbuckers on my PRS are way different than my EMG humbuckers. There's a tremendously big difference between those two. Right there, like, proves that wrong immediately.
I'm not saying there isn't.
But you said it's minute.
The differences are minute, yeah.
It's okay, Hector, go ahead.
I think at a certain price point, there's diminishing returns. If you're going to spend like $80 more, cool. And there is going to be a difference. But I think once you start getting into like $200 and $300 differences in price ranges, like, I don't know. No matter what, you're going to get a good tone with a better pickup. But for non-musicians, it doesn't matter. It only matters to us. It only matters to the recording engineer. To the vast majority of listeners, I don't think they give a damn.
I don't know. It's definitely different for sure. I mean, that's the only reason why I want to switch out all the pickups on like my passive pickups just for the feel alone. I don't think I'm going to get this crazy, insane tone shift.
Come on. Between EMG pickups, which are super bright and super loud compared to passive humbuckers off of PRS, I still think that's a drastic difference. Like the PRS guitar I have, if you bought that and then traded out those pickups, I'd be like, you're fucking out of your mind.
Okay, so if I recorded all my guitars with the same guitar tone, the only thing I'm swapping out is just the guitar. You'll be able to tell which one's which.
Between active pickups and passive, definitely. Now, if you're comparing active to active, it might be a little bit harder. If you compare Fishman with EMGs, I don't think you can hear much of a difference because I've compared it. But on the technical sound engineer side, yeah, they choke a little harder on the thing, but that would be a minute change like Eric was talking about. So I'd agree with that. That one's minute. But if you're talking about passive and active pickups, there's a drastic difference in those humbuckers, period.
I mean, tone-wise, though.
No, tone-wise. Totally different tones, man. That's why I made you re-record your guitar.
I mean, there are definitely differences in volume for sure, but like tone, I didn't think there was that big of a difference.
Don't get me wrong. You can edit things to sound pretty fucking close to the original unless the pickup has a natural twang in it, which would be the difference between single coil and humbuckers. You know what I mean? But then you have the guitars that mix them up, and then, yeah, that's where you're splitting hairs. My point is, if you put on the same distortion stats, okay, you keep the same tone on the amp, right? You have the same tone as the amp, all right? And then you don't fuck with it at all. and you just switch out pickups and play the same riff on the same guitar, you are going to hear a difference. It will not be minimal.
Yes, but if you record it, mix it and stuff,
recording
all
too.
the same, it's going to be the same.
No,
same shit.
No, recording too. I will only believe it if you grab a guitar, keep the exact same plugins, don't change nothing, not even the input settings. You keep it all the same. All the same. All you do is swap out the pickups and then you record different, you're going to hear a difference. And anybody could tell.
Anybody could tell? I don't know if anybody could tell.
Well, not Eric, because he can't hear certain things.
He said this multiple times too, or he's done like amp shootouts and that kind of thing. He was just like, oh yeah, well, like I swapped out the pickups and I felt a difference, but as soon as I listened back to the recording, it was like, oh, it's all the same.
And you know, the differences we thought we were hearing in the moment when we play back the video, it's like, yeah, they're not so apparent. And that's why it's so important to record your shit when you're making changes to your tone so you can make actual observations.
Just like, what comes to mind right away, like this Fender I have here, which has a humbucker as opposed to my Jackson's. Huge difference.
Oh, Jackson has a way different tone. I don't know what the fuck they do to those pickups or that guitar in general. But just to say it's minute is what's maybe bothering me, because it's not minute for sure.
There is a difference. I'm not saying there is not a difference. It's just like it's not huge, massive tonal shift that I think you're trying to portray, you know?
I didn't say it was massive. You're putting words in my mouth. I know you like massive things in your mouth, Eric, but I'm not talking about that. Wait, you need okay. We just need a who's right or wrong, Hector. There you go. Go for it.
I don't think it's a point of right or wrong. It's you both have valid points.
Yeah, I agree. I have to agree with that.
Bye, guys.
Bye, Hector.
See you, man.
Alan's right.
Damn, you just had something for that.
He did you dirty, bro.